Welcome to learn how to crochet in 7 days as a complete beginner. Today, we will learn how to begin each of our project. For this video, you will need yarn and a hook. I'm using a 5mm hook. So, to do a slip knot, all you have to do is do a U shape like this with your yarn. You take your tail and you place it over the other side to create a loop like this. Then you're gonna pinch your fingers and pass it through the loop like this. Then you're taking your tail and pinch it like towards the middle like this. Then by holding this part and this part, both parts, you're gonna pull your finger through the loop and pull all the way like this. And now you have a slip stitch. Once you have this loop, you're gonna take your hook in your dominant hand and put it through the loop and adjust so that the loop is the same size as your hook. Then with your non-dominant hand, you're gonna wrap the yarn, so the longer side, with around your finger like this, and with the remaining of your fingers, you're gonna either hold the knot at the base or the little tail you have. Then to chain, you're gonna take your hook, pass it under the yarn like this and up, and then you're gonna rotate it so it's facing towards you, and you're gonna pull in the loop you did, so in the slip knot you did. And then you have another loop that is created that's like passing through the original loop. Then you're gonna keep repeating this. The important part here is to have a good tension. The tension is maintained by your finger over here. When you don't have any more space between your hook and your finger, you're gonna unroll your yarn so that you have space while the string is still tense. Then you're gonna start again by going under, up, rotate towards you, and pull through. Under, up, rotate towards you and pull. Again, I'm gonna unroll some of the yarn. I'm gonna under, up, towards you, through. And then you're gonna keep doing that until you have the length that you need for each project. One of the basic stitches you need to learn how to crochet, it's a single crochet. So to do that, you're gonna start by inserting your hook in the second loop from your crochet. So like this is the first one, and then you're gonna insert it in the second one, so over here. So you're inserting it in this loop like this, and then you're gonna do what we did before. So you're gonna put your hook under the yarn, up, you're gonna face it towards you, and you're gonna pull through like this. So now you have two loops on your hook. So you're gonna again yarn over, so go grab the yarn and pull through both of the loops. Then you're gonna repeat that. So again, you go through the next loop over here, under, rotate, pull through. Now you have two loops, and now you're gonna pull through both loops like this. To continue on your second row, you need to rotate your work to always be working from right to left, or left to right if your dominant hand is the left one. To do that, you're gonna chain one like this and turn your work so that like the wrong side is facing you. Now for your first stitch in the second row, you're gonna insert it like under this loop over here, so in the last stitch you made. So if we see it from the side, in that hole over here. So we're gonna insert and then pull through, and then you have two loops and you're gonna pull through. Then the same thing in the next stitch, so over here we're gonna insert, pull through, and pull through again. Here you have two rows. Welcome back to learn how to crochet in 7 days as a complete beginner. So the next stitch we're going to learn on our journey is a double crochet. To do that, you're going to do that just like the single crochet, where you're going to chain the number of stitches that you want for your project. Then when you're finished, you're going to add 2 more loops to that number. So 1 and 2. Yarn over and create a loop on your hook. So you have 1, 2 loops. Then you're gonna start in the 3rd loop from your hook. So not this one, in this one. So 1, 2, 3 here. You're gonna insert your hook in this loop, and you're gonna yarn over and pull through like this. Next, you're gonna again yarn over, and now because you have 3 loops, what you're gonna do is you're gonna pull through the first 2 like this, and now you have 2 loops. Then you're gonna yarn over and pull through those 2 loops. I will do that again. So you yarn over to create a loop on your hook, then you're gonna insert it in the stitch. You're gonna pull through, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the next 2 loops. Again, yarn over, insert your hook, like this, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now, to start your 2nd row, what you're gonna do is a bit like in the beginning. You're gonna chain 2, so 1, 2, and then you're gonna flip your work like this. Now you're gonna do your first stitch in the hole over here. So yeah, here. So you're gonna yarn over, go through, yarn over, pull through the hole, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through. And now you're gonna do the same thing, yarn over, insert, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the remaining 2. And that's how you do a double crochet. Welcome back to learn how to crochet in 7 days as a complete beginners. Today's stitch is a half double crochet. For this stitch, you are going to start by chaining the numbers of stitches that you need and adding 1. To start your next row, you are going to start in the 2nd loop from the hook. So this one over here. This stitch is similar to a double crochet. Your first step is going to yarn over to create a loop on your hook. Then, like you see me do, you insert your hook in the 2nd stitch from your hook and pull through. Then you have 3 loops on your hook. You are going to yarn over and pull through all of those 3 loops. This is a different part from the double crochet where you pull twice 2 loops. Then you are going to go in the next stitch. You yarn over, insert your hook, pull through, yarn over, pull through the 3 loops on your hook. One more time, you yarn over, insert into your next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through the 3 loops on your hook. Once you arrive at the end of your row, to start your 2nd row, you are going to chain 1 and flip your work so that the wrong side is facing you. Next, you are going to start in the 1st loop, that is the one I'm showing over here, so the little gap over there. You are going to yarn over, insert in the last stitch from the row below, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through the 3 loops you have on your hook. Again, in the next one, yarn over, insert in the next stitch, pull through, yarn over, pull through the 3 loops you have. And that's how you do a half double crochet. Welcome back to my series Learn How to Crochet in 7 Days as a Complete Beginner. Today's stitch is a treble crochet. For starters, you are going to chain the numbers of stitches that you need and add 3 to that number. You are going to start in the 4th stitch from your hook. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So in this one over there. This stitch is pretty similar to a double crochet. You are going to yarn over twice. 1, 2. Like that, you have 2 loops on your hook. No, 3 loops including the 2 that you made. Starting in the 4th stitch, you are going to insert your hook and yarn over and pull through. Now you are supposed to have 4 loops on your hook. You are going to yarn over, pull through the first 2 you're going to be left with 3 loops. Yarn over, pull through the 2 next one. You have 2 remaining loops and yarn over and pull through that 2 remaining loops. I am going to do that again in the next set. So we yarn over twice, so you have 3 loops. You insert your hook in the next stitch. You yarn over, pull through. So you have 4 loops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yarn over, pull through 2 of them. You have 3 loops. Yarn over, pull through the next 2. You have 2 loops, and then yarn over and pull through the remaining 2. One last time, you yarn over twice, insert your hook in the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over one last time and pull through the 2 remaining. Last but not least, once you arrive at the end of your row, you are going to do the same thing as in the beginning and chain 3. You are going to flip your work and start in the 4th stitch logically, so the last treble crochet that you made. So you yarn over twice, you insert your hook in the last stitch that you made, you yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through the last 2. Again, yarn over twice, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops. And that's how you do a treble crochet. Welcome back to Learn How to Crochet in 7 Days as a Complete Beginner. Today's stitch is a slip knot. Once you chain the numbers of stitches that you need, you are going to add 1. You are going to start next in your 2nd loop from your hook. So this one over there. You insert your hook and you yarn over and pull through. Then with the loop that you just created, you are going to take it and pass it through the loop that was already on your hook. Again, you insert your hook in the next stitch. You yarn over, pull through. With the stitch that you just created, you are going to pull through the next stitch. Again, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and pull through again. To start your next row, you are going to chain 1 and start again in the 2nd loop from your hook. So the last stitch that you made in the last row. Once you inserted your hook, you are going to yarn over, pull through, and pull through with the loop that you just created. Again, insert your hook in the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. This is how you do a slip knot. Welcome back to Learn How to Crochet in 7 Days as a Complete Beginner. Today we are gonna learn how to do a magic ring. A magic ring is in the same category as a chain, but it is used to start granny squares. For your first step, you are going to take the end of the yarn and you're going to place it in your non-dominant hand. Then you're going to take the rest of the yarn and you're going to pass it around and cross it in the front. With your thumb, you're going to hold the X you did and wrap once more the yarn around your hand and hold that last piece together with your thumb. Then on the other side of your hand, you're going to have 2 loops. For the second step, you're gonna take your hook and place it upside down so it's not facing you. You're gonna pass it under the first loop and over the second one. Then you're gonna grab your second string, pass it under the first string, and twist your hook so it's back facing you, and spin it so it's creating a loop. Then you have again on the side those two loops that were before. You're gonna pass your hook in between and grab the second loop. Once you did that, you're gonna hold the two loops you have with your finger and take the first one and with your hand pass it over the loop you create. To finish, the last step you're gonna do is you're gonna hold every thing, mostly the little knot, and you're gonna pull on the yarn that is attached to the whole ball of yarn. Finally, if you pull on the little string, the whole loop is gonna get bigger or smaller so you can adjust it. I'm gonna do this one more time without talking, maybe that will help some of you. Lastly, this is a little alternative for those who really don't succeed in doing a magic ring but need to. This is a bit like chaining, so you are going to start by doing a slip knot. Then, counting that stitch, you're gonna do 3 more, so you're gonna chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you're gonna slip stitch in the slip knot you did at the beginning. Now that this is done, you are going to start the stitch you need to do in the little loop you created. For example, if you do a double crochet, you're gonna chain 2 and then start your double crochet in the little loop you just created. I don't really recommend this because you cannot tighten up enough and you might stay with a little hole in the middle of your work. Welcome back to learn how to crochet in 7 days as a complete beginner. Today, what we are going to learn is how to sew. For this example, I will be sewing 2 granny squares together. For this tutorial, you will also need a tapestry needle. A tapestry needle is usually the plastic one that can bend and have a large opening at the end. Once you pass your yarn through it, you are going to look at your granny square. You have 2 sides, the right side and the wrong side, that is the other side. You are going to put the right side facing each other and hold it with your finger. For starters, you are going to find the stitch that is in the corner. So it usually represents the 2 chain 2 we did to make our corners. You are going to insert your needle in each of the little loops on each side. Next, you're going to go in the next stitch. So you will locate the little V and insert your hook into the loop that is the most on the outside, so that is the closer to you. And then you are going to do the same thing on the other side, from the, of course, the inside. So you look at the little V and you insert your needle into the loop that is on the outside from, of course, the inside of your whole product. This motion can be done in one step. So you insert from the outside in one stitch and then on the opposite stitch from the inside towards the outside. you are going to continue this motion all the way down your row. You will see that if you pull on it, it will form like a zigzag between your squares. Once you arrive at the end, you are supposed to arrive to the other corner, so in the other chain 2 that we did to do our corners. For the last stitch, you are going to insert your needle in the last stitch, and then from the same side that you inserted, you are going to insert it once more to do a loop, and then 2 more times to be sure it's secure. So we are always going to go from the opposite side to the other side, but like from the outside. Then on your last pull, you are gonna leave that little loop and pass your needle through it so you can really close it and make sure it's secure. Lastly, you are going to weave in the ends. That means passing your needle through each little loop you can find. There isn't really a technique, you just try to find little loops and just weave in your tail so it doesn't just remain loose, and then cut it. This is how you sew 2 granny squares together.